And recording has started.
As has mine. So, I forgot. I left off in hell. Hey
Good
everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft, a series that does not make sense anymore.
Because at least one of us isn't playing it. I don't know if Giga is.
I am not.
None of us are playing it right now. I may be in Minecraft, but I'm not playing it. I'm playing Animal Crossing.
Okay, to be fair, I vaguely considered just playing Monster Hunter through this, but no, I actually have to do something footage-wise.
Yeah, and it's like if I had the recording, whatchamacallit thing, the dongle that lets me record
Capture
off my
card.
Switch. Capture card, right? That's what they're called. I would totally be recording Animal Crossing right
I
now.
don't know what I'm doing.
I just had a friend coming over to talk to Celeste. She has new DIYs.
Yeah, I have 3 File Explorer windows open, and 2 of them are on the same file path.
Good job.
How's that work?
Because I was doing Sardonyx sprite stuff earlier, and I have one that's focused on the graphics folder in the project. I have one that's focused on the folder that I'm actually working in, and I have one that's focused on or not. It's focused on whatever I need it to be focused on.
Sounds like you were busy with all those files open.
I literally just did 2 lines. I worked on the Weedle line and the Meowth line today.
Oh, nice. I like the Weedle line a lot.
Yeah, so do I. It's kind of a bit of an underrated bug.
That's in the game, right? That is in the game, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was about to say, I like what you based Beedrill off of.
Yeah, that was one of the first variants.
Was that really one of the first variants?
Yep. I think the actual first was Venonat because I had inspiration from the get-go.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, I think Beedrill and Growlithe and Primeape, mostly off of Giga's suggestions for Primeape and Growlithe, because their actual version counterparts have variants.
Right.
Because fun fact, Mankey and Meowth in the original Gen 1 games were version exclusives for some reason. They changed.
Right, I vaguely remember
they changed that in Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Because it makes no sense for those two to be interchangeable.
Yeah, and they're not remotely counterparts.
No,
I think maybe all they have in common is they might both evolve at the same level.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do metallics.
Like that. I've honestly always, I know the version exclusive, you have to have a reason why there's 2 games being sold and stuff.
Yeah.
I always hated the idea of version exclusives. Didn't one of the more modern games just make it so the version exclusives were more rare in the opposite game?
It really depends.
Sun and Moon.
It really depends, because Sun and Moon definitely did have exclusives.
Right. Besides the obvious ones.
Yeah. But some of the variants were exclusives as well.
Had wasn't it Ninetales and Sandslash?
Yeah, for some reason now those are considered counterparts, and I don't understand why.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't know what to do today, so I'm just doing metallics, and that's it.
I exited the Nether, and I'm in the middle of the cave. So.
Oh, wonderful.
This is home now. But that's why I'm excited for potential of Arceus in a solo 1 game, no version exclusives.
Because it's a spin-off, I don't think that every Pokemon is gonna be available. I think we're going to get.
I don't expect that.
Yeah.
I expect at most maybe 400, 500 Pokemon in the decks.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's a bit too much.
Yeah, because it's one region and they don't appear to have any wild area type things yet, so there's just not room.
Depends on how many of those open areas they have that you go play in.
That's a well, but even
I
then,
don't want to call them wild areas yet.
it's still just Sinnoh. So like, okay, why is this
It's Sinnoh on a better scale. It's going to be far more open and everything.
Yeah.
The only confirmed city we know that's there is Jubilife, and that's a village.
Yeah, God, the back sprites for the back sprite for Mega Sceptile is just fucked.
Because there's a tree on its back?
No, because pixels cut off. So, like, every Pokemon Battler sprite in Essentials is at 200% res, because that's just how Essentials works. And that means that all sprites basically need to be, their pixels need to be 2 by 2, and it's technically the case with Mega Sceptile. It's just that its resolution is 226 by 226, which, by the way, is already too big. And even though it has an even pixel count, it has single pixels cutting off at the edge.
I think we may just have to find a new back.
Oh, I already have a new back sprite in mind. It's just, why is this like this? Let me see. I think it's King of the Crossroads has one. Oh, wait, no, that would be Prod, wouldn't it? Because, yeah, there we go.
I gotta say, the spriters that do all the modern Pokemon into sprites,
Yeah,
their work is phenomenal.
Yeah, there are a few standouts. That would be King of the Crossroads, Prodigal 96, which is where we get most of our back sprites, Coney Jams, Laparagon, and a bunch of people like Princess Phoenix and such who are working on the Smogon sprite projects.
Right.
Also, I love how Mega Sceptile's pose makes all of its back sprites just facing the player.
I know that's one thing that was always a little weird to me. Like, any Pokemon that faces the player during the battle, for any reason whatsoever, it was
It's
a little weird to me. Yeah, exactly.
It feels like it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, Mawile too faces the player, doesn't it?
Yes.
That's understandable because the back of its head is the mouth.
Can we just talk about Insurgence's Delta Apom? Let me go find this. Let me find the sprite since I'm already in Final Explore.
Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about. The Ghost Hands.
Kind of. Hold on.
I use Delta Apom.
Yeah, I just want to go grab it really quick because its back sprite is cursed and I love it. That is not the Battler folder. There we go.
If I remember correctly, doesn't it? I know it faces the player with its severed head, isn't it?
Kind of, I think. Hang on. I'm looking for it. I apologize to my viewers who will be seeing this probably next year. Okay, there we go. Yeah, just this fucking thing.
I remember. Its face is pressed against the screen. I remember that. Oh, I love that.
Insurgents had some really clever ideas with its deltas. Some of these ideas I want to steal, but we don't really have anything that fits it for a variant.
Could you just borrow the concept of deltas?
You do realize
an official concept.
You do realize regional variants basically are deltas.
Yeah, that's why that's the thing. Like, I know the Delta cards came first, but Insurgents expanded on that idea.
Insurgence is what popularized the Pokemon's design changing, because the TCG did not do that.
Exactly. So that begs the question, did someone at Pokemon scenes play Insurgents? No, they're not allowed to, technically.
On the record, no.
Damn well they see this shit.
Oh, they definitely see it. On the record, no, but also it could literally just be a coincidence, because Insurgents goes a bit further. There's no real evolutionary reason for the Pokemon to be looking like this, and variants don't change quite as much.
Right.
Unless you're Sardonyx.
The variants make sense scientifically.
Yeah, unless you're Sardonyx, where I turned a pufferfish into a swordfish.
Okay, that's fair. That doesn't make much sense.
I just liked the idea.
Good. It looks good.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the main difference between deltas and variants. Variants actually evolved to be like that for a reason. Deltas are, as far as I remember, in Insurgents at least, a result of experimentation.
Exactly. I think there was like only 1 or 2 natural deltas, and that was only in the post game.
Yeah, because they had Holland in there. I do want to mention, like, our regional Gibble line has been compared to Delta Axu, but that's literally just because they are both sharks.
Right. And as someone who's seen both, I've used one of them.
They're not even the same kind of shark.
No, they're not. I wouldn't have drawn that comparison.
Axu is a tiger shark. Gibble is a thresher. So
there is no... It's like, yeah, they're both sharks. They're both aquatic based, but...
And they both have similar body types, but that's just because that's how they are.
Right, it's kind of hard to change the look of a shark unless you're going like with a sawtooth thing.
No, but I mean, like, Axu and Gibble both have pretty similar body types in general.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely true. Weird thinking on it.
I'm just looking through the Delta sprites, and I come across one that I can't figure out what it is, and then I realize it's a Heatmore with a dragon face.
Oh, the toxic shit. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why they did that way, but okay.
It was like the I'll gush about Pokemon Insurgents. It's obvious that was one of my favorite fan games.
Yeah.
Twice on the channel. There's some concepts that are super good.
Yeah, because they have a Delta Pidgey that's basically a cockatrice that I really...
One of my favorites.
It made me want to really, really do a cockatrice variant, but we don't have any Pokemon left that would fit that.
And you know what's the sad part about the variant?
What?
Was not a good Pokemon.
I mean, it's a Pidgeot, so...
And I tried using it. I tried using it in every way possible. It was just not... I had Pokemon that outshone it.
For my viewers, this thing.
Still want a Manticore Pokemon.
Yeah.
I honestly thought Litleo was going to turn into a Manticore.
So did I.
I'm not alone in thinking that.
A lot of people thought that.
Its tail almost looked like a scorpion tail.
Yeah, its tail looked barbed. So.
I mean, I wouldn't say I was disappointed in it because I love the Litleo line regardless. I was really hoping for Manticore.
Well, at least I get to do something with the Litleo line.
Right.
And that isn't technically a secret because it's been revealed all over the Discord. So, yeah, for the single, probably, Sardonyx player who is not on the Discord,
for a treat.
Yeah.
So if you like Litleo and its evolution...
Hang on, I'm gonna go grab it. My brain always tries to search 714 because that's a fucking Noibat. Let's see.
Can we all just take a second to appreciate Pokemon 666 is a butterfly?
Yeah. Well, I
I'd
mean,
never.
okay, so 666 is not a significant number in Japan.
Right, and that's a. I wouldn't even say Western thing. That's
It's a Christian thing, and the Christians even get it wrong because the number of the beast is actually 616.
exactly the Nero. It translates to Nero or something like that.
Yeah.
Propaganda of the number of the beast.
If we're talking about Christian propaganda, can we just talk about all the holidays that they stole from the pagans?
A lot, please. Like, I may be a Catholic, but I will admit my religion did a lot of shady shit.
Yeah, because the literal only reason why Christmas is when it is because they wanted to steal the thunder from the pagans and make it easier to convert us.
But yeah, definitely.
Because Jesus
Sure too.
wasn't even born in the winter; he was born in the spring.
April.
Yeah.
There's another one that was kind of but it happened at the same time. The Catholic Easter and Ostara festival.
Yeah.
It all happened at the same time, so kind of the time wasn't stolen, but the traditions of eggs and baskets, that's all from the Ostara.
I mean
festival.
the tradition of putting like decorations on Christmas trees comes from that comes from paganism. That comes from leaving food on trees to give to winter spirits.
Mm-hmm. And gingerbread men are
Yep.
pagan.
Yep.
So that was like one of my favorite conversation points at Christmas dinner is talking about how pagan Christmas actually is.
Yeah. $2.54. That's what it is. Okay.
Built a tower randomly on a mountain. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. So that's the beauty of Minecraft. You never really know what you're doing.
Yep. So what are you doing, Giga?
Adding more Pokemon.
Ah. And we finally got to that point.
I love the way we do this. Like no matter what, like we all can be doing our own separate thing.
Yep.
But it's still the Foxfire Podcast.
Yep.
Once we end Minecraft, there's going to be a lull, I'm sure, between season 1 and season 2 because we have to wait for the updates.
Yeah.
And I can see us all just doing our own thing. It's just still recording. Kind of what we're doing now.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was barely paying attention there because I was looking for something.
I was just saying how we can all do our own thing and still call this a podcast.
Oh yeah,
that's the beauty of this.
Like I
series.
love podcast format
because
it just lets us hang out basically.
Exactly, that's all we do.
Yeah.
Depending on how dangerous we want to piss off Susan, we talk our mind.
Oh boy.
I'm sure there's a lot to talk about before we go into that stuff.
Yeah.
Boy. I assume you haven't updated Animal Crossing?
Nope.
It's glorious, and I don't say that about Animal Crossing a lot. There's just some random quality of life updates that just really are game changing. The outdoor storage shed that links to your home storage.
That's neat.
The chef's kiss. It's perfection. There's like these little things. With the gyroids being back, and they're cute as hell now.
The gyroids creep me out, so yeah.
Not as creepy anymore. considering what they are.
Yeah,
They're
but
creepy as hell.
my brain can't deal with that.
Oh, they did really change all the designs, so they're not as bad. There's one that literally looks like a bong. That's not a joke either. I'll go see if I can find the bong gyroid real quick. Sorry, people who are watching. I have to watch my pause screen for a while. I believe people are actually calling it the bong gyroid. Oh, this is too funny.
You seem entirely too amused about this.
I'd never once have dabbled in that stuff, but yet I have a stoner mentality.
Doesn't basically every... Well, no, because I was gonna say doesn't basically every guy have that, but then I realized no, Giga doesn't.
It's like I don't normally. It's not a guy thing. It's just like this is what happens when you were brought up watching Cheech and Chong. Picture's loading. And long to load. And this is This is actually right from the direct, by the way. Picture I'm going to be sending you. It's like sometimes I wonder. It's like Nintendo knows what they're doing.
Yeah, that I will agree with. Okay, let's see.
They embrace the memes, like with the froggy chair shit. They just put it in the background and leave it as is. Nintendo knows what they're doing.
Okay then. And that expression does not make it any better.
That's right from the direct too. Might just use that as the thumbnail of this episode.
Oh,
have
wow.
nothing to do.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It'll be so confusing to anybody clicking on the video. I don't know if I can actually do that. That would be like grounds for actually marking it as clickbait.
Yeah, but that said, who actually cares about clickbait anymore?
Oh, it pisses me off. There's some people who clickbait to the point where it just makes me want to punch my screen.
Yeah.
And there's a fine line between teasing something that may or may not actually happen on screen versus lying about what's in the video.
Fair.
The latter is what pisses me off. Oh, flower forest.
Ooh.
Every time I find one of these, bad things happen. That's going to be a meme for this everything now.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, what other quality of life improvements were there that are like really good? Hard to like think off the top of my head because it was like there's not many, but the ones that were there were like great. Like you can order a ATM machine and like put it wherever you want.
That's interesting.
It's really nice. Oh, how about that? That command worked.
What command?
Trigger home. I mean, trigger spawn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I guess you can say it's quality of life. It's that plaza you build at Harv's Island.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nice having the visiting village, the visiting NPCs somewhere all the time.
Yeah.
Like I chose Leaf to be the first one I brought in, because I wanted the crops right away.
Hmm. So I am just distracted now because I made the mistake of coloring something before I should have, and it's
Mm-hmm.
very hard to actually see what I'm doing.
Mm. The color blocks all the things you have to do.
No, like, okay, so I'm making the radiant for Mega Septile on the new back sprite, and like Septile's like leaf chest thing is normally basically the same color as the rest of its body, just darker. So,
Mhm.
um, I ended up changing that on the Radiant so that it's kind of a whitish color, whereas the main body is black. And I
Mhm.
colored the main body first, so the leaf chest thing turned black as well. And the darker shades are like impossible to see against black. But I think I
It's
got it.
okay. That sounds like a hassle to deal with. Hey, you're being more productive than I am. I'm literally just flying around, basically giving a tour of the server.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but how long can I pull this off for if I record for only an hour? Like that's why I know we've discussed that. I think we discussed it on camera about how the series has reached its natural progression.
Yeah.
It's like once your internet's up and running again, you'll probably figure out a way to end the series
Yeah.
and just keep doing the podcasting like we're doing now, each doing our own little game.
Yeah. So I think I do prefer that.
The different color.
No, I think I do prefer the podcast format over just gameplay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let us do whatever we want and just carry out conversations.
Yep.
Like, we could literally play all. It wouldn't matter what games we play. I know there's a bunch of games I could easily play and not need to pay attention to, and just talk. Like I wouldn't need to pay attention to the game at all.
Yeah. I think that I'll probably just mostly do this kind of thing where I'm working on sprites and stuff. Because it is enjoyable.
All right, definitely is. Art is super enjoyable, especially if it's being used for something important like game.
Yeah.
Minecraft is one of those games that are always on a cycle.
Yeah.
It gets
I can see
stale.
that.
They get really stale after a while.
Yeah, like you play it a bunch for a short amount of time, and then you get bored of it, and then
Mhm.
later you come back and play it a bunch again.
Exactly. I think that's where I'm at right now with Minecraft.
Hey, it's not the color I wanted.
Have we? No, I was about to say, have any of us checked the iron farm?
I mean, you're the only one who's been on, so
Exactly. So I shall check the iron farm.
okay.
We only have 20 bars of iron.
That's because nobody's been on.
All right. And I assume the server does shut down after a while.
Not necessarily. I think it's just a
This is
matter
just
of I think you do actually have to have someone on for spawn farms to
oh,
work, but
gotcha.
it's just that when that person is on, then you can do basically whatever because
Right, because the servers.
The spawn is always loaded. I am really hungry and I don't have any money to go get anything.
What did I eat today? I don't remember. That's bad. I don't remember what I ate for dinner today.
Mm.
I ate late too, so I shouldn't be hungry, but I am hungry. I literally ate like at 6 o'clock my time. Wonderful moments of awkward silence.
Yep. Except it's not really awkward though.
No, it's just a lull in the conversation.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it's not awkward at all. Like, feels natural. Those quiet moments happen.
This is literally just 3 people on voice hanging out.
So once we do get more podcasty, we should like have bullet points that could talk about each episode.
And metallics look cool when they're half done. Like, hold on. Let me
No,
just...
but I don't understand what you mean by half done.
That.
Oh, I like that actually a lot. Would it be weird just to keep the red band on its belly and the red pouch on its neck?
It would be inconsistent.
That's actually a really good like recolor for Subtile.
Grovyle is one of my favorite Pokemon. Like, of all time.
Say that again?
Grovyle is one of my favorite
Oh,
Pokemon.
Grovyle. Is it because of Mystery Dungeon?
In large part.
I was about to say, that's why I like them too.
I mean, not exclusively because of Mystery Dungeon, but in large part, yeah.
Good design Pokemon too. For being a middle Pokemon, a middle starter, which usually those are hit or miss, Grovyle is a good middle starter.
Yeah. Pokemon like Grovyle and Charmeleon and Litten avoid the frequent issue of looking like an awkward teenager.
Mm-hmm. And what is it, Dartrix?
Yep.
Rowlet's evolution? That's silly.
Yeah, that...
It's silly.
Yeah.
I won't say it's ugly, but it's silly.
Yeah.
And, no, that one's not that bad. Poplio's evolution.
I don't like it.
Brion, I think it's called?
Yeah, Brion.
Alright. I love its final evolution. I think it might be the best one of that generation.
No.
I like Primarina.
I mean, it's alright, but no.
I have a plush of it. I have a plush of Primarina.
I wanted a plush of Dreepy, but I can't afford one.
They're hard to find. Like, I've been looking for them. Well, of course, I don't buy digital, I buy physical. Been looking for it in the stores. No stores are even carrying Pokemon plushes anymore.
I don't blame them.
I'm at the point of just saying the hell with it and just make my own.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Nato Felting.
Needle felting isn't a plush, though.
Oh, the way I make them, they kind of look like plushes.
But they aren't plushes.
Right, they're better than plushes.
That's debatable.
Oh, fuck, it keeps raining. Leak.
I'm just like, debatable.
Oh, the way I've done them, they're not like I've had people say those aren't needle felting. That's an art doll. The stuff I make, arguably, especially with the Chimera, yeah, it is an art doll.
God, who the fuck did this icon sprite? Wait, it might literally just be canon.
Canon, as in
and Mega Swapper. I don't think so.
Okay, well the the Mega Septile icon sprite has the same issue as canon icon sprites, where every pixel is a fucking different color.
does that work? They're all different colors.
Badly.
I'm having a hard time even trying to picture that.
Well, I mean, it's not. They're very slightly different shades, which makes it like impossible to recolor it neatly.
Oh, okay. It's like it's the attempt of shading on those things that make it hard.
Yeah, kinda. Like, how do I understand how icon sprites are supposed to work better than the actual people who make them?
Now that's it goes to show you the people making them don't know what they're doing. Oh.
Granted, I don't think that they really expect people to be recoloring them.
True. Or if they're recoloring them, they're probably like, no, they probably don't expect it at all.
At least fixing them is a matter of keep adding pixels until it looks right.
Right.
It just icon sprites in general.
If I want to teleport myself to specific coordinates, how do I type that out? TP Black Phoenix to.
You should just be able to do TP and then hit tab, and it'll give you the format, but you'll have to enter the coordinates yourself.
Okay, yeah, I'm just like I want to go out to a certain point where I can just start using the item finder.
Item finder?
Item.
Oh.
That worked. Where am I? There's a specific biome I want to find. I know the biome finder doesn't work at spawn for that. Okay. I'm here now. That's a big ass swamp. This biome can't be that rare, or I can't. No biome of that type in any of these reasonable distance. Wow. That sucks.
Why is there purple on this sprite? What?
Bad choice of shadow coloring.
No, it's like the Mega Septile Shiny icon. It's like there's a streak of purple for some reason.
Isn't this shiny like blue sea green?
Yeah. And there
It should not be purple at all.
there is no purple on this front sprite.
Ooh,
It's a
that's
good thing
weird.
that I'm redoing this then. It's like, why the fuck is there purple?
It's like I'm trying to think because doesn't it have red bulbs?
Yeah, but you can't even see those on the icon.
Okay, then that does not make any sense. I'm trying to think of logical reasons for this. And that up.
Yeah. I'm just gonna assume it's an error.
Mm-hmm. Is it like the missing texture purple, or just like a random shade of purple?
That doesn't work with sprites.
Yes. I'm just using things I can compare it to.
Yeah. No, there is no missing texture anything on pixel
Actually,
art.
post the icon.
I already replaced it. Hold on. Give me a moment. I need to find it in the actual project folder.
Wait, if it's the one in the project folder, then yeah, that's not the canon icon.
Okay. Can you explain why there's purple on it?
Because it's not the canon icon.
Yes, but that's not what I'm asking.
I think that was their attempt at shadowing,
Hmm.
and it's just a poor color choice.
It was for whatever Mega Septile they were going with. Back where did we even get these?
I don't know.
It looks like those are supposed to be the back bulbs, but they didn't make them the right color.
Well, no, because that's on the side, and on the normal one, there are no back bulbs. You can't see them.
Oh. Okay, I'm just going to go back to my poor choice of shadow coloring then.
Okay.
I mean, the easiest way to do shadows with digital art isn't it just using a burnishing tool?
Don't do that.
That's what I've always did. It was easy.
It doesn't give good results.
I never thought I was a good digital artist either.
Trust me on this. It doesn't give good results. All it does is make the color like it distorts the color, but also makes it darker. And speaking as someone who used Photoshop's burn tool to shade, like in ages past, it is not a good tool. Because you need to remember, Photoshop is not a drawing program.
True. Now, I got a quick question. The program I use is GIMP.
Yeah.
That's just a free version of a free alternative, isn't it?
It's
Or is that a
complicated.
drawing tool?
It's a drawing tool.
Okay. See, if I was doing this physically, I would add either, depending on the color, some touch of. Sometimes I like phthalo blue. If I want to do some shadowing on things,
Mm-hmm.
or if it's a worm color, I would go for a nice brown, darken it, mix it with the base color. I'd like a tiny bit with the base color. It gives nice results. That's only like if you're actually using paints.
Gotcha.
Specifically oil paints or acrylic too. I can't say for watercolor because I attempted watercolor and it failed miserably.
I like how Mega Septile has a super colorful, like gradient, and you barely see any of that color on the icon. Also, I kind of fucked it a little bit. Come on. I did the exact same thing that I did with the back sprite. Except now it's worse because I can't tell what's what. I can
I
solve
just
this.
found one of the rarest biomes in the game.
Oh.
Ice spike biome.
Neat.
Part is, it's near a village that's literally in walking distance from one of those big fortresses.
Hmm. That sounds neat.
Like almost intentional design. Or randomly generated on. Won't feel bad for this village. It's a nice village, too. Farm area. Okay, I'm in the second half, so this could be a nice thumbnail for the second half of the video.
I noticed that you went back to 30-minute episodes.
Yeah. Mostly because I haven't been feeling good and it hurts to talk after 2 hours.
Okay.
It's like we had to turn our heat on here because it's getting wintry in New York. And every year, no matter how good we clean the furnace, no matter how good we vacuum the vents, the second we turn the heat on, both me and my mom get sick. It's like I can already feel strain on my voice right now and wanting to cough.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, this is a pretty area. It's a shame. It's like ice spike biomes are so rare, you never get to build in them.
Yeah, unless you have one right near spawn.
Exactly. I could see an early build just hollowing one of these things out and living in it.
I mean, that's what Iskall did in season 6 of Hermitcraft.
Speaking of Hermitcraft, or rather, Third Life.
That last life episode, though.
Yeah. What's sad about the Wither not
it's
being
like,
more...
fucking Ethos soloing the Wither.
I know! It's like he is definitely the one to beat this season.
Fucking B-dubs right after, though.
That was scummy.
Well, no, because that's kind of how the game works.
I know that, but it was like they were starting to form a Red Alliance.
Okay, but also, as Grian has said many times before, if it's in the video, everyone is okay with it.
You know. It's like, I mean, to be fair, that their problem was trusting B-dubs to begin with.
Yeah.
You know damn well he was probably still in cahoots with Etho.
Yeah, because like didn't B-dubs go red once and then Tango gave him a life or something? Yeah.
Instantly gave him a life. It was probably one of those things that if you do this, we'll give you a life if you kill one of them or something.
Well, that backfired on him.
Yeah, it did. That was a good kill on Grian's part.
Yeah.
He's gotten, like, he's dangerous with a bow.
He's dangerous with literally anything.
True.
Like, did you watch his season 6? Because I'm just thinking very specifically of the trap that he led Iskall into.
Trying to remember.
Someone put a hit on him, and Iskall was like a hitman that season. And
I vaguely remember it.
And Grian knew that there was a hit on him because the person responsible for it made sure that he knew, which was his main mistake. And what Grian did was he made a panic room sort of thing that he would lead Iskall in a flying chase and end up in his panic room. And when Iskall chased him into the panic room, Grian like backed onto a pressure plate and dropped Iskall straight to his death.
Oh, that's clever.
Not only that, but something very similar happened in season 7 because there was some sort of I think it was when Zombie Cleo wanted everyone's heads for that one competition. And Iskall was going after Grian for his head, and Grian basically did the same thing, except instead of a pressure plate dropping Iskall, he just removed bucket of water, and
That I remember.
Iska was even like, "Oh, not again."
That I do remember. That one I remember.
Yeah. Like Grian. Grian's like a lot better at the game than he gives himself credit for because he won an MCC.
Mm. It's like he downplays what he can do. Purposefully.
Yeah. I don't
he
think
knows that he's good, but
no, I don't think it's that so much as he underestimates what he can do.
True. Like he was amazed he hit that one shot in the last episode.
Yeah.
To be honest, I was amazed he hit that shot too. That had to be over 50 blocks out. Easily.
That was out of the render distance.
Right.
Or that was out of the like arrow render distance rather.
He only knew he got it because you get the ding.
Yeah. Like I like to describe Grian as basically an agent of chaos.
Yeah, definitely is.
Because in any sort of storyline that he's involved in, he is the chaotic factor.
Right. Well, that's true, definitely, especially with the Wither trick he tried.
Yeah. And he was like this back in Evo. If you watched that, I don't know if you did.
No, I never did.
Yeah, you might as well. It's a fun series to watch. For a while, he was doing Hermitcraft and Evo at the same time, but he kind of walked away from Evo because Hermitcraft was taking up so much of his time.
I'm sure Hermitcraft would easily garner more views.
Yeah.
It is one of the most famous. What do you call that? An SMP?
Yep. I would say that it competes with Dream SMP at this point.
I try to find that, and I don't even know where to begin.
It's all streamed.
That.
It's all streamed.
Oh, that's why I've never found it, and
Yeah.
I'm not big on watching live streams that often.
Yeah, the reason you can't find it is because it's all on their various Twitch channels and stuff.
And they don't upload it to the YouTube.
Yeah. Someone does, but they're not caught up.
Gotcha. Oof, I'm generating a lot of lag. I'm going to stop moving for a little bit. I would like to at least find a Badlands plateau before everything's up.
Yeah. But also a major difference between Dream SMP and Hermitcraft is that Hermitcraft is legitimately just people playing Minecraft together, whereas Dream SMP is very storyline driven.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Whatever storylines Hermitcraft has are very loose.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I would look up, like, just on YouTube, Dream SMP Explained, because there's a pretty good summary of things.
Okay.
And it's not specifically called that, but, like, that's all I can think of right now.
I'm sure they'll come with something.
Yeah.
When did they change the name of the mesa to the Badlands?
That was fairly recent, I want to say.
Abilene Mountains, Badland Plateau. I'm just about keeping myself to the Farlands at this point.
Those don't exist anymore.
I was about to say border wall.
Yeah. I'm just saying that because if you want to TP yourself to the far lands, you're going to be disappointed.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. It's just the barrier wall now.
Yeah.
Like, that's something I still say they should have
It's
kept in.
it's called the world border,
Right?
not the barrier
Right.
wall.
I don't know why I keep calling it that.
So who do you think is going to win Last Life?
I don't think Grant will make it to the end. I think he'll come close, but I don't think he will win this time. I think big, I don't want to say narrative, but like this, the way it looks like it's going, it's like it's all going to be them against Ethos and his little group of green lives and yellow lives.
Yeah, and plus also Pearl and Scar missed the last session. So,
Right, so they are wild cards still.
Yeah, although Scar is still red, so.
Mm-hmm. I'll laugh if Scar wins it somehow.
He almost won last time.
I know. I don't think Etho's going to make it. I think they will eventually gang up on him and kill him.
Yeah.
It's too hard to say with so many names still in the
Etho
running.
is extremely good at pretty much everything that he does, so,
I know. He is definitely someone that they can't scoff at.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting to keep watching to see who does come out on top.
Yeah.
If I was them, I'd be trying to make a deal with someone who has a darker in life.
I
Try to
think
con them out of them.
I don't think that anyone has a dark green life anymore except for maybe Pearl.
I think it is just Pearl, yeah. I am kind of disappointed Grian never got Boogeyman yet.
Yeah.
He's been wanting that so bad too. Of course, now he can't get it because he's red.
Yeah.
All right, let's see where we land now. Oh, started TP randomly.
Mm-hmm.
I just like teleported under a giant floating mountain at 100,000, 100,000.
Jesus Christ.
It's a giant floating mountain. Well, it's not floating; it's semi-attached. That's a hell of an overhang.
I will say, try not to teleport too much because you're going to put stress on the server.
Oh, don't worry. I found the Badlands Plateau. I won't need to.
Okay.
Episode's going a little long than it normally does. So that is 10,000. I'll just click to teleport. That makes life easy.
Yeah.
Lands. Don't tell me this is okay. I was about to be really sad because it looked like it's just a little jutty out into the ocean that's just tall mesa. I like it. Oh, interesting. Another portal right here too. just got a random achievement and it scared the shit out of me.
What achievement was it?
Adventuring time.
Uh,
Cover every biome. I don't like them being called the Badlands because Badlands would make them sound ugly. Mesas are gorgeous.
I don't think that Badlands makes it sound ugly.
To me, when I hear Badlands, I think of Wastelands.
Mm.
I'm like literally thinking of like scorched earth kind of thing
Ah.
instead of Australian outback. Oh, really? What's the difference right now? Australian is a scorched earth. Oh, I was about to say, have you heard the latest? But actually, I
have
will
not.
say this on. I don't know. Like these people lived out in a community out in the middle of nowhere in Australia.
Yeah.
Wow, hoodoos! Oh, that's so cool. Found hoodoos. Government went and took their children away because they didn't want to get the vaccine for the kids.
I vaguely remember hearing something about that.
And it's they're off in their own little community. Like I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was a nudist colony kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're off in their own little commune. I respect that. Do what makes you happy. If they're already secluded from the rest of the outside world where COVID can't touch them, the government's coming and taking the kids away?
Yeah.
Second Amendment.
It's Australia.
I know, that's why they should have had a Second Amendment to begin with. They gave up all their stuff. And with that said, before we get too political, this will be the end of my episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like, share it around, all that jazz. Anything you two want to add?
Nope.
Alrighty. That'll be the end of this episode of this session of Minecraft. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.
See you guys. I'm still recording because I don't care.
Okay, yeah, fuck Australia. Australia used to be the cool country.
Did it?
Well, I always thought it was. I mean, it's a beautiful country.
Yeah.
Beautiful country, pretty people. It's like, the government shit.
Yep. I mean, keep in mind that Australia started as a prison, so.
And it's going right back to that prison colony way.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God your state grew some brains.
Did we?
Yeah, they voted to not defund the police.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Miracle. I can't believe that was actually on the voting thing in that state.
Yeah.
It just boggles my mind.
It seems like I always have the misfortune of living in extremely blue states.
Hey, so do I.
Is New York blue?
Well, everything is red except for New York City, Albany, Buffalo, Syracuse.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, those 4 places control the state's vote.
Right. Yeah.
The rest of the state is completely red, including where I live. It's kind of why I like the idea of doing what Maine and Nebraska do with their electoral college.
Which would be what?
Where it's broken up. Where it's not winner take all.
Yeah.
Because, like, no matter how much of New York State votes red, it goes blue. Because New York City.
Right.
That's why I'm not looking forward to the gubernatorial election next year. Because one, de Blasio's running, and that man's an idiot. I don't know who else is running. I think Rudy Giuliani's son's running. I think he's the only Republican candidate.
I can't keep track of all these names.
You know who Rudy Giuliani is.
Vaguely, yeah.
He was Trump's lawyer. He was New York City's mayor during 9/11.
Okay.
It just... Not looking forward to it. Best you can do is keep whatever your local government you want it as. Because major government things will never matter.
Yeah.
And voting in presidential elections really doesn't matter either if you live in New York State or California.
Or anywhere in the U.S. these days.
Major, yeah. Ah! It took me a couple minutes.
I won't get overt about that, but yeah.
As we are still technically recording, I won't either. But yeah. Things just happen at 3 o'clock in the morning now with politics, apparently.
It's literally like midnight for you.
Oh, no. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Afterwards.
Things come in at 3 o'clock in the morning that seem to flip everything.
Yeah.
Happened to New Jersey.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Happened
Shocked
to...
Virginia went red.
What was it, Detroit? Somewhere in Michigan, I think. But, yeah. And I think that's it for Trico line. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to stop recording because I don't know what else to do right now. So, you got you got like 5 minutes of extra content that you'll see in like 5 months. See ya.
Hooray.